Hi everyone, it's Sue. Welcome back. Hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to do a little project that I saw Lynn at Pretty Papercraft 67 do. Really cute little idea. And I thought I would just put my spin on it and share it with you. So I'll put Lynn's links down below for you to go and check her out if you don't already follow her. She does some amazing things. And I just thought I'd have a play today. She used a postcard stamp. So postcard stamps are very dear to me. You can see here I've got quite the collection. Some I've purchased, some I've been gifted, some I think I've had for ages and I got from AliExpress. So yes, I'm a little bit partial to a postcard stamp, as you can see. I just love them, absolutely love them. I'm just having a look here, see if I've got any more that I pulled out. I think that's about it. Yes, that's it. I'm sure I've got a couple more, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. So if you've got a postcard stamp of some sort, grab it, but you can also make your own. I think Lynn actually used this woodware stamp. It's a mail card stamp, but I'm going to use this postcard stamp from Darkroom Door. It's one of my absolute favorites, and I will put the link down below where you can find that in the shop as well. I'm using a sheet of, well, I've pulled actually a couple of sheets of Tim Holtz paper out. This one's got the ticking on the back, and this one's just got script on the back. I'm not sure, I like the idea of this one because it's sort of got postage stamps and that sort of thing on it. So I'm just going to pop one of these away to the side. And I've got this background paper, which I really love, and I'm really sorry. It's a printable, and I can't find who it actually belongs to. So if you know who this belongs to, please put it in the comments below. But I just love the look of it. So you could use coffee dot paper, cardstock, anything you like. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp this a couple of times on here. And I'm just using an archival ink in potting soil. Pretty much basically because that was the first brown one that I put my hands on. So I've stamped those. I'm going to distress the edges and ink them, and I'm going to actually sew this as well. But what I want to sew this piece here, I think I'm going to tip it. It doesn't really matter because the print goes every which way. I think I'm going to tip it this way. I just need to work out how wide I want to cut this. Now I'm just going to eyeball it really. I'm not going to measure it, so you can measure it, adding about 1/4 of an inch, I think, top and to the sides. So I just need to cut that, just the other side of that red line there. All right, so I'm going to distress the edges of the postcard, and I'm going to actually what I might do is I might sew around this first and then sew around this on all 4 sides. I'll do the same for both. Okay, they've all been sewn around. I added a few little tufts of thread here just to, I don't know, just give it a bit more texture on the sides. And now I'm just going to distress the edges and ink around them. And then we'll start putting it together. They're all distressed and inked. While I was doing that, I was thinking, excuse me, I might I think I'll add this to my using up to 12-inch paper series. So this is a really good way to use up a page. So basically we've got one page here, and we've got this strip left over, which I will be using inside here, which you'll see in a minute anyway. So we're pretty much using up one full sheet of 12-inch paper. You could also, I was thinking, you don't have to have a postcard stamp. You can have any sort of stamp, or just cut a pocket and put it on the front as well. So just a few different options. Okay, so now what we do is I'm going to make this a pocket at the front. I've got a mark on here, I don't know what that is, but that doesn't matter. I'll probably end up decorating the front of the pocket anyway. So I could have sewn that straight on there if I wanted to, but I wanted it just so that I can glue it on so that the stitching didn't come through to the other side. And work out where I want to put it, and then I'm going to glue both these pockets down. So I'm going to do these two pieces in tandem. Make sure I've got it up the right way. So I'm just going to glue this down so it looks like it's stitched onto the piece, but it's actually not. If you don't have a sewing machine, you don't have to sew either. It'll look just as nice. So I think that's the way I want it to go. I'm just going to place it fairly square in that top piece there. Glue that down. So I've got a pocket here. I'll do this other one. I'm just not sure which way. You might have seen I did originally cut this piece, and then I liked the color of this on here, so I cut the rest of this 12-inch piece and used that. So I might just put that on that side. So we've got two strips. Now what I'm going to do, probably should wait for that to dry properly before we go folding things, but for the sake of the video, we'll keep going. So I'm going to fold it approximately about 1/4 of an inch down from that postcard there. Now you can measure this. I'm not measuring, I'm just going to fold it and hope for the best. And obviously fold it very crookedly, and then just give it a good burnish. Okay, and then we're going to come back this way, and we're going to fold this back this way. Okay, so I have done that really, really crooked. So just straighten it up and give it a good burnish. Okay, and then I want to make this a pocket in here. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, let me just have a think about this. I'm actually going to make this folded up a little bit like that. I know it's going the wrong way, but you'll see in a minute. So I've got about, I don't even know what that is. It's probably not quite 1/2 inch. It's not quite 1/2 inch. Showing on the bottom, because my way of thinking, so I'm just going to tip that pocket to the inside there, so you've got a pocket here. Okay, I know this doesn't match up, but my way of thinking is that I'll put this probably 3 sides on a journal page. Okay, excuse me. So this will sit on a journal page like that. It'll be glued down, and it'll fold up like this. Okay, so we'll have a pocket. We'll have a pocket in here, behind here, where it's glued down. We've got a pocket here. So then you've got here, you can actually do some journaling. So if you had something that was really patterned, you could actually put some coffee dyed paper there, so you had a journaling spot. But because that's light enough, you could write on that. and then we have a pocket here. Okay, so all I need to do now is just glue these two sides down. To seal that pocket shut. And then I was thinking I might put a little pocket here using this strip so that we can use up the majority of our 12-inch piece of paper. So I think probably about there. I'm just going to cut that on that line, just below that line. Just make sure that that's going to fit in there. It's a little bit too tall. Okay, so we've got a pocket there, and then I thought I might put a little pocket here on this side. Still need to cut that down a little bit. So we can pop some little bits and pieces in there. I mean, if you want to, you can put it on this side. On this side, it doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. So I think I'm just going to pop it on the left, but I am going to go to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew around that. So what I might do is I'll finish folding this other piece and we'll do it all at once. Okay, so same thing. We're just going to, as I said, you can score it or you can measure it, whatever you like. I am just eyeballing it and just folding it down. I'm going to come back and I'm going to fold this one down. And then I'm going to come back and fold this one up. Fold it up that way just to get the measurements, but then I'm going to fold it back into the pocket here. Like so. Okay, so this will be glued down, this will be secured on a page, and then we'll add another pocket here. So I'm just going to randomly cut this one. Okay, so that's very crooked, but you get the idea. And then basically out of a 12-inch sheet of paper, we have this piece left. That's it. I mean, you can make a little tag out of that to go in this pocket here. So you have no wastage at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is these two pieces that I want to make into pockets here, I'm just going to go and I'm going to sew around those, distress them and ink them, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've done those, and just a bit hard to see where the creases are with this colour, so I'm just going to ink where I've folded those just to make that a little bit more prominent. This way. Okay, so you can see where the folds are now, a lot easier there. So I'm going to now that I've made these other little pockets, so I've just glued that one down and made these other little pockets, and I'm just going to glue the three sides. I'm going to have mine coming, my pockets on the left-hand side. And then the same with this one. So they come together really quickly. You can make these really pretty. You could use, you know, floral papers. I've used, as you know, Tim Holtz cardstock, so it's a little bit heavier in weight. I probably wouldn't make them in anything any heavier than this. It'd bulk up the journal a little bit too much, I think. Remembering that we've got pockets and we'll be putting bits and pieces in them, so and then when you put them in your journal, let me just grab a journal. Not necessarily this journal, I haven't finished putting it together yet, but let's just grab a page. So my way of thinking is to actually probably even put it up the top of the page. So I would glue this back piece here down on 3 sides. Either put it up the top or in the middle, whatever suits, okay? So that would be secured down to your page, like that. So you'd have a pocket in the back where you've stuck it down, and then this folds open. So you've got a pocket here, and that's, you could use this piece as a tag, so just trim it down a tiny little bit and make a tag. So then that makes it absolutely no waste of it on a 12-inch piece of paper. Excuse me. We have a pocket here, pocket there, and then you can fold that down and you've got journaling space there. You could add pockets if you wanted to, add more pockets. I'm going to leave mine without. And then we have a cute little pocket here as well. So probably what I would do, just so it's not flapping around everywhere, once I've got everything in there and it's glued down, I would put just a paper clip, or yeah, probably a paper clip or one of those really tiny Tim Holtz bulldog clips, and that would hold it in place. So it's a really cute idea. I mean, there's no reason why you can't even do it this way if you wanted to on your page. Glue it in like that. So lots of different options there. I'm going to put that in the 12-inch paper series. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much to Lynn for that lovely idea. So I've just put my little spin on it. It's actually, there's lots of different things that you could do with it. So as I said, I'll put Lynn's links, her page down below. Excuse me. And I do sell this postcard stamp in my shop. I'll put the link down below for that as well. And I hope you enjoyed that, guys. So just a quick and easy one today, but really effective. You can just see it being done in lots of different colors and papers. So, all right. Take care, everybody. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye-bye.